Hey y'all, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Latori if this is your first time tuning in, and I create fashion and fragrance content. So if you are interested in either of those things, please consider subscribing. So today I am back with another fragrance video, and I am very excited about today's fragrance because it is something that I've been wanting for a very long time, and it is none other than Tom Ford's Bitter Peach. So I'm going to add timestamps below to when I actually start talking about the fragrance and the notes and all of that good stuff. If you don't want to hear my story behind this fragrance, but if you're here for all of the video, thank you. And I'm going to get into the story. So I kept hearing about Bitter Peach on YouTube. I always watch fragrance reviews, and all the girls were talking about Bitter Peach. And so I'm like, okay, I love Lost Cherry. Bitter Peach, just the way people were describing it, it's like, I have to smell that. So I went to Sephora and I sprayed it, and I instantly fell in love. I remember spraying it, and I was just walking around the mall, like, until I went really all night. I just kept smelling my arm and smelling my arm, and it just smelled so good. And I remember talking to my mom and sister on FaceTime that night. And I was like, y'all, I smelled a perfume today that would make me trade all of my bottles for that one. And I put it on like my birthday wish, because I create wish lists for everything. So I put it on my birthday wish list. My birthday came and went and I didn't get it. It's like, it's cool. I put it on my Christmas wish list. And so I had been looking at it at different places because I didn't want to spend that kind of money for it. I'm not gonna hold you. I don't like spending my money if I don't have to, but I will if I want something bad enough. And so I put it on my Christmas wish list. But you know, before Christmas, everyone has the Black Friday sales. And so this Black Friday, all I did was buy fragrances. That was I bought like gifts for other people, but for myself, I just got a lot of the fragrances that I had on my wish list. And so it was Thanksgiving night, I'll never forget. I'm usually up all night on Thanksgiving, cooking and like helping to prepare food for the next day. And I had just gone to bed, and it was probably like 1 in the morning, and I heard my phone go off. I like got a notification, I ignored it, then I got a second notification. So I was like, let me see what's going on. And the notification was from Nordstrom. And so I looked at the first one, and they said that the Tom Ford Soleil Blanc body oil was on sale. I had already bought that in the summer, so I was like, whatever. But the second notification was for Bitter Peach. And the price had gone down to, for the 1 fluid ounce bottle, the price had gone down to $188 from $216, which I know was still a lot, but it was a sale. And all I have to hear is sale and I'm in. And so I bought it, but I bought it as insurance just in case I didn't get it for Christmas, because I had told so many different people about it. I had a feeling someone would buy it for me for Christmas. So I bought my bottle for a backup just in case I didn't get it. I would still have it, but for the sale price. So it made sense to me. So I did end up getting a bottle for Christmas, but I got the 10 milliliter bottle. So now I have the travel and the 1 fluid ounce. And I'm very happy about it. I feel like I made a great decision. I encourage you to as well. Do gift insurance if the opportunity ever presents itself for you to buy something on sale, just in case. Because if I didn't get this and I missed out on that sale price, I would have been disappointed. And now I'm not. So let's get into the fragrance. So first of all, before I open it, the packaging. If you don't know this about me, I'm a Tom Ford stan. I love all Tom Ford fragrances, all of them that I've smelled so far anyways. I just love them. The quality is amazing. The packaging is always beautiful and just quality. Like this is beautiful. This is like, I don't know if you can tell the detail, but it's embossed. I'll insert some pictures so you can see it. But it's just very beautiful. Look, I was just sitting in there. The bottle is beautiful. It's orange, translucent. Like the outside is an orange, translucent sort of situation. And then the inside is like an opaque orange. It's just quality. That's really all it boils down to. And you know, I really love that for me. Even the travel size, the bottle is really beautiful as well. It's the same orange color, and it has Tom Ford written across there. It's trying to focus. I don't know if you can see it. Oh, I forgot I'm a YouTuber. I don't know if it worked, but yeah, it has orange around the ring. And this, it has the Tom Ford embossed initials at the top. And it's like this beautiful ruby red. And this is refillable. So once this runs out, you can pull this vial out and replace it with another one. And I think that's amazing. And it just fits right back in there. And this is magnetic, which I love. That it just really makes me happy, if you can't tell. So now let's actually get into the fragrance. So when I first smelled this, it was unlike anything else that I had ever smelled before. Now, I have only been into buying perfume for maybe a year and a half, 2 years, something like that now. And so for me, this was a whole new experience. I had never smelled anything like this. When I sprayed it in the mall, I might have sprayed my arm like twice, and it lasted all night. I took a shower, and I don't be playing in there. When I take my showers, I take a shower. I got out and I could still like lightly smell it on my arm. So I was like, that is a quality fragrance. And that is something else I've noticed about Tom Ford fragrances. All of the ones that I have, they last. They will last forever. This is not something that you want to spray on a coat or something like you don't wash regularly, because if you do, that's just going to be a bitter peach coat. Like, just be prepared. It's not going anywhere until you have it cleaned. So the longevity is definitely out of this world. The projection is amazing as well. It's definitely something that is very noticeable. I've seen and heard some things about people not enjoying this as much as I do, which is fine. But I also would like to back that up with, not everybody has good taste. I just had to say it, because as much as fragrance is subjective, I feel like there are just some things we should all agree on. And this is one of those that we should all just agree that this is amazing. It's juicy, it's vibrant. It just it takes you over, and it just gives you a feeling of confidence, and like you're just really that girl. Like that's what, it makes me feel like I'm really that girl. But this is a unisex scent. I believe all of the Tom Ford Private Blend, the entire Private Blend collection is supposed to be unisex. I believe all of the ones I have encountered are. I've never smelled this on a man, but I'm intrigued by what that would smell like. Instead of me rambling, I'm going to read the notes in the description from the website. So this, I mentioned the price earlier, but this travel size retails for $75, and this bottle typically retails for $216. The 1.7 ounce retails for $375, and there is a full size bottle, a 3.4 that's like $4 something. I'll list them all down in the description box if you are interested. But this is described as a fruity floral. I don't get a lot of florals from this. I get all fruit. So I don't know where the florals come in, but I personally don't smell them when I spray it. And I'm taking the top off and smelling it because I can smell it without having to spray it. That's how potent this one is. So about the fragrance, the description that is on the website says that it's explicitly sweet and dangerously voluptuous. Bitter peach surges with dark, skin-gripping sensuality. Like the full-flavored fruit at its most ripe, the scent is erotic by nature. Now, I don't know if she's really giving erotic. I feel like that's a bit much. Now, if you can see the spray, but she might be. I don't know. You have to smell it and let me know if you've never smelled this before. Please, the next time you go to Sephora, spray it and just walk around with it. See how you like it. She might be giving a little bit erotic. I don't know. When I spray this, it just smells like confidence. It smells like money. Like I said, just that girl. This is inviting. It just really smells so good. Y'all don't understand. But the more I smell it, I do start to get hints of floral things in there. What florals, I couldn't tell you. But once it starts to kind of develop on the skin and dry down a little bit, you get a little more of the floral elements. And well, that don't pay me any mind. So one of the main notes in bitter peach is, I believe, Turkish rose. Um, it's one of the roses. It's either Turkish rose or Bulgarian rose. And when I first researched this and I looked at the notes, there wasn't any peach. It didn't list like peach as a note. It said Turkish rose. It was Turkish rose. And I'm like, rose? After I sprayed it that day, I was like, this does not smell to me like any rose I've ever encountered. Of course, that's not the only note. But I wasn't getting rose. But now, since then, I've purchased a lot more fragrances with rose as a note, and I definitely smell that. So that's why I said ignore me when I said I don't know what flower it could be, because it's obviously rose. But the way that it's done, it's almost disguised as like a peach smell. Like I said, since I've purchased or since I've smelled this fragrance, I've bought a lot of perfumes that has rose in the composition or notes of rose in the composition. And most of them, not all of them, but most of them to me now smell like peach. So I don't know if it's because I have this in mind. And so when I'm smelling new fragrances and I see that rose is a note, that's automatically how my brain is associating it. But to me, she's just really that girl. I will always have bitter peach in my collection. When this bottle runs out, I will be buying the bigger one. It's expensive, but I deserve, okay? And I just feel like because this is something that I always want in my collection, it only makes sense. I don't know if I showed you the top of the bottle. Is it focusing? No, I don't think so. But the top of the bottle, if I don't break it, is the same like really pretty ruby red color that the atomizer is. So yeah, if you can't tell, I love bitter peach. It's one of my favorites. I already mentioned the longevity. It will last you all day. If you spray this at 7 a.m., at 7 p.m., she will still be going very strong. So if that's a good thing for you, buy it. If you're not someone that is trying to smell the same thing all day, this is not something that you want to spray unless you know after so many hours you can take your shower and have it off of you. As far as the projection, I would definitely also say this is one that projects very well. I would say this is one of my beast mode fragrances. I would definitely say this is at a beast mode level. You don't have to spray a lot with this. Even if you are someone that is traditionally a heavy sprayer, you can play that with Miss Bitter Peach if you want to, but you might look and smell kind of crazy because you really don't need a lot of this one. I would say if you spray this 3 times, you might be pushing it. Like, 3 times, then you might be doing too much, which sometimes you need to do. But for like an everyday sort of thing, I would not exceed 3 sprays. As far as occasion, I feel like you can wear this anywhere, but it feels special. So that might make someone want to save this for special occasions. I am someone that practices intentionally wearing my good stuff whenever I feel like it, just because you can't save everything for a special occasion because you'll never use it. So this is definitely something that, like I said, keep in mind where you're going when you spray this, because the projection is a lot. It's going to last you all day, and it's something that people will notice. Now, if you don't care about what other people think as far as your fragrance goes, then do what you have to do. But like for times where you're going to be in close quarters with a lot of people for a long time, this might not be the most appropriate. But if you're just spraying to spray for you, I mean, get it how you live. I don't know. But I personally would not spray this for like the office. One, because fragrances they trigger memory. At least they do for me. I think they do for most people. And I don't want to think about this when I think of work, just because it's work. I want this to be something that I only associate with very good memories. So going out, doing something that I enjoy, eating, of course, shopping, like things that I know 9 times out of 10, I'm going to have a good time. I'm going to enjoy myself. I'm going to be happy. This is what I want to think of when I spray this, just because I really love it. If I'm going somewhere where somebody might potentially kill the vibe, I don't wear my favorites, just because I don't want any bad memories associated with anything that I love and enjoy this much. So for me, I'm not going to say this is like a special occasion only scent, but this is for when the chances of someone just kind of killing the mood and bringing me down is not very likely. So if I'm out doing something by myself, I know I'm not going to kill my own vibe. Like, it's just not going to happen. So I would wear this for that. Or if I'm going out with someone where I know them, they're going to uplift me, make me feel good. This is that. So that's just my advice on that. Don't wear your fragrances that you really, really love around questionable people, because then when you smell it, you're going to think about those questionable people. And who really wants to have one of their faves ruined beyond foolishness? It's just, I would hate that for me, and I would hate that for you. So I think I covered all of the bases with Bitter Peach. I may not have. So I will leave anything else in the description box. If you have any questions, please let me know. I would be happy to answer them for you if I can. And if you have made it to this point in the video, thank you so much for watching. If you have not subscribed already, please do, and I will see you next time. Thanks again for watching. Bye.